Hello everyone, welcome to Pep's Pinnacle MMA Reviews, where I give my insights and predictions on up and coming MMA events. So the most recent MMA event that's up and coming is UFC Fight Night, Adesanya versus Imavov, which is hosting on the 1st of February, Saturday, 7 o'clock, which is the main event, is due to start. That is GMT plus 2 time in South Africa, where I currently live. Alright, so as you will find out in the future, I don't give predictions on the whole card, even the preliminary card, early prelims. I give only certain predictions, which is that I feel the most confidence in giving. So the prediction I'll first give, which will be the main event, which is Israel Adesanya against Nuriddin Imavov. So if we look at Israel Adesanya, the last stylebender, 24 victories, 4 losses, 16 of those victories coming by way of knockout and 6 first round finishes. He does have a 13% takedown accuracy, but his takedown defense, I believe, is the best in the UFC, without a doubt. And his striking accuracy is also very accurate. Now, Israel Adesanya has a very poised, accurate way of fighting. He always looking for that one punch knockout, and he analyzes your behavior and your fighting style on the spot. So he's very adaptive. His last fight was against Dricus du Plessis and he lost by way of submission in the 4th round. So he is bouncing off a loss. And I honestly thought he was going to retire in the ring, but due to his speech, he said he's going to still see if he has one left in him. So if you look at his past victories, he has lost the last 3 out of his 4 fights, but I believe that with his history and his career, and also his dominance in the UFC, that he will pull off a victory against Imavov. And while we're talking about Imavov, let's just analyze his stats. So Imavov has 15 victories, 4 losses, 6 wins coming by way of knockout, 4 wins by submission, and 7 first round finishes. His takedown accuracy is a bit higher than Adesanya, so it is 36%, so he takes down more, he throws more. But his takedown defense is also quite good, but not as good as Adesanya's. He's best in the game. His striking accuracy is above average, 56%, which is also quite good. His past fights were against Allen, which he won in 2024, September. He also won against the Cannoneer in June. And yeah, he's had a couple other fights, but he's fought 3 times in 2024. So he's putting in the work, trying to break the record of the most fights in the year. But he has to contest that against Alex Pereira. He's also putting in the work to try to get the most fights in the year. But speaking of Imavov, I do believe that the sniper is going to lose at least by TKO, or if not that, by a majority decision against Israel Adesanya. It's going to be a very one-sided fight, very dominant fight by Israel Adesanya, and he will take the victory. Then for the co-main event, which will be my other prediction, is Shara Magomedov against Michael Venom Page. Let's first analyze Shara Magomedov. So Shara Magomedov has 15 wins, undefeated, and 12 of those wins are by knockout, 7 first-round finishes, nicknamed the Bullet, and that is very appropriate because he has 65% striking accuracy, which is very, very good. He doesn't throw any takedowns, but he's very accurate with his leg kicks. He's undefeated in the UFC, has only, let's count this, 4 matches in the UFC, but 3 of those past matches were fought in 2024, and the last one was fought, the most recent was fought in October the 26th of 2024, which he did win by a spectacular double spinning back fist. So that I do believe which what bounced him up to main event, because his previous match was in the early prelims in that card in October. So I think because of that spinning double back fist, he was launched into the main event. And I do believe he's going to pull off a victory against Michael Venom Page, solely due to the reason that he has more experience in the middleweight division. He's only fought in the middleweight division. And I do believe his victory is going to come by decision, unanimous decision, maybe split decision, but it's going to be a tough fight for Shara. And let's analyze Michael Venom Page. 22 wins, 3 losses, 13 of those wins by knockout, 3 wins by submission, He does have 13 first-round finishes, which is very, very good. His takedown accuracy is 25%, only because he only threw 4 takedowns, so he's not a really guy who throws takedowns. He fights in a very karate-based style. He's very loose. He covers distance very quick, and his striking accuracy is quite good, 65%. Takedown defense is also very good, 64%. He's only had 2 matches in the UFC. His last one from Machado Gary and his other match against Holland back in March. And he's only fought in welterweight in the UFC, so now he's making his debut match in middleweight. So that also has to play a big role in the factors between the prediction, because he's now at a heavier weight, so he doesn't have to cut that much, and now going to fight more naturally at his body weight. So in my opinion, that could give him an edge. But since he doesn't have the experience in the UFC, even though he's fought more MMA matches in total against Shara, but his experience in the UFC is not as sufficient as Shara. But still, it's going to be a very, very hard fight against Shara Magomedov. And I'm not really confident in this prediction, but I'm going to give it to Shara with that victory by split decision or unanimous decision. Yeah. So those are my 2 predictions. Let's just do a recap. Isha Adesanya will win by TKO, 3rd round against Imavov, the sniper. And Shah Magomedov will win against Michael Venom Page by unanimous decision. Alright, that's all for UFC Fight Night predictions.